So let me explain. You know, my kind of communication is multi-level, and I'm not saying all the levels are intentional. It's more like I let myself express myself at more than one level. So let me just say that the, you know, like Black Acid Lizard, I'm appreciating my interaction with him. We've been acidic with each other in the past, acerbic, and so on. But right now, you know, we're talking about something before it gets to that point. Yeah, maybe it'll get to that point again, maybe not. I don't know. I enjoy this. I want to engage people. If not polished, then, you know, sympathetic to it. I want to help map the territory. One of my tendencies intellectually, I was at redstate.com, a conservative website for years. I knew the guy that helped run it and stuff, and helped him start some other websites with liberals and to kind of have a point counterpoint kind of thing going on. And they would tease me that the kind of stuff I asked them, you know, I'm not going there to try to change them. If I'm in the middle of that kind of a situation, you know, I'm there like, what do you guys like? What do you think? You know, I ask them questions like, what do you think of the Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt? I was surprised to find they're pretty positive towards even Franklin, like hadn't got the news. But they would accuse me of doing conservatives in the mist. You know, I like philosophical anthropology, or whatever you might want to call this sort of thing. And to a certain degree, you know, I'm an enabler then of philosophies which might not be the best philosophies, in that I will help define you. I will help find out what you're about, and I will not do it in a way, I'll do it in a way that's more sympathetic than it is, you know, judgmental, because that's how you find out what something's really like. If I'm going to judge it negatively, I'll do it afterwards when I feel like we can kind of agree on what it's about. And I'll go, oh, well, this part is what I don't like, that part is, you know. But anyway, I'm interested in real possibilities. Because, okay, I have often wondered about these issues, and as I said in the past, I use my love for speculative fiction to write stories and things over the years to think these things through. What might it be like if government was illegal? What might be these, what if there was some situation to grant land to people where they could create their own? I have a whole huge system of stories about these granted lands and people that start their own kinds of government. So, as progressive or even liberal as I might seem by some people's standards of judgment, you know, the fact is, I'm pretty damn sympathetic to your kind of view for someone as whatever liberal as I am. And I honestly am so, by which I mean that I really want you guys to have a chance to try your stuff out. I'm curious to see how it works. I don't want to try it that way, but I want to see how it works, you know. And I'm worried there might be a human cost to it, but you know what, that's why I'm like, well, how about if we had a secessionist movement, I'd be like, on my side, I'd be like, let's allow easy immigration for any of their kids that decide, you know, they can't hack it. Things like that. And I'm realistic. It's not like, oh, because I hate you guys. It's be like, I'm sure we'd be good trading partners. I actually have this sort of a semi-utopian vibe to it that I think if we did split into two countries, the U.S., we'd probably be pretty good partners. And even if some more ideological, tiny second country seceded that wasn't equal, you know, smaller, a lot smaller, I think we'd probably be pretty friendly to them. You know, all the bonds that tie people, the family, the language, all these things, we'd share those. You know, if you think we just go off on a hate fest, no, we'd be happy we got our own space and we do it. You know, it'd be like being angry at your parents and finally getting your own apartment and realizing, oh geez, I kind of like them. I was just a little up too close tight to those guys. We still have bonds. We still celebrate the same holidays, more or less. So, you know, Black Acid Lizard said, who am I talking to? Well, you know, I don't know. I'm searching for people that can, one, take my honest assessment. If I have to baby their little assessment of Ron Paul, well, forget it. I have opinions. He's not brand new to me. I heard of him way before he became popular. I knew about him 20, 25 years ago. Right? He stuck out to me because I follow those kinds of characters in Congress. You know, and yeah, I appreciated him too, to a certain degree, but not as a colleague of philosophy, but just as, well, geez, I wish people would be more upfront. At least he's that. But I really want to know, like, you know, Ron Paul's making these almost passive-aggressive, yeah, secessionist is fine, I'm not saying do it, but no, say it, man. Say do it or not. What do you want? Speak up.